Hello, my mystical, magical, metaphysical friends. This is Sabrina, and you're listening to the Three Sisters Rising podcast. Let's see what the universe has to tell us today. Daily Collective Reading, July 31st, 2026. Archangel Michael speaks. Welcome, beautiful souls. Today's collective reading comes through the energy of Archangel Michael, bringing messages of courage, clarity, and divine well-being. Pull what resonates and leave what doesn't. Spirit always knows what you need. Card 1. Have confidence. From Archangel Michael. Message. Archangel Michael steps forward today with a shield and a sword, not to fight battles for you, but to remind you that you are already armored in divine light. Have confidence is a call to stop shrinking. You are one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. If you've been second-guessing yourself, doubting your path, or waiting for permission to step into your power, this is your sign. Michael's energy is bold, protective, and unwavering. He is asking you to embody that same energy within yourself. Reflection. Where in your life are you playing small? What would you do if you truly believed you were divinely supported? Prayer. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Card 2. Focus upon divine and perfect health. From Archangel Michael. Message. The second card radiates golden healing light. Archangel Michael, surrounded by luminous wings and holding the caduceus of healing, is directing your attention to your body, your energy, and your well-being. Focus upon divine and perfect health is both a reminder and a recalibration. Your thoughts, actions, and choices are being guided toward what truly supports your vitality. This card may be asking you to release habits, relationships, or thought patterns that are draining your life force, and to replace them with practices that honor the sacred vessel you inhabit. Reflection. What is one small action you can take today to honor your body and well-being? Are your daily habits aligned with the health you desire? Prayer. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. Overall message for the collective. Today, Archangel Michael brings a powerful 2-part transmission. Step into your confidence and honor your health. These two energies are deeply connected. When we believe in ourselves, we make choices that support our highest good. When we care for our bodies and energy, we show up with more presence, power, and purpose. The collective is being called to stop waiting and start living in alignment with divine truth. You are worthy, you are protected, you are whole. Carry Michael's blue flame of protection with you today. If today's message stirred something within you and you're ready to go deeper, I'd love to hold space for you in a private reading. Whether you're seeking clarity on your path, healing, or spiritual guidance, let's connect. You can book your reading here on our website at Three Sisters Co. crystalsoddities.com, and make sure to check us out on Patreon if you would like to subscribe and become a member. Always check out our Gofundme account, and we're also online on Facebook and TikTok. Let's transition now to our daily blog post. Again, here are the 2 cards that were pulled today. For our daily blog post, I'm going back to page 11. To a blog that I did in May. And today we're going to talk about sacred geometry. Sacred geometry, symbols, meanings, and spiritual connection. May 16th, 2026. Sacred geometry is one of the oldest and most universal spiritual languages, a visual code woven into temples, mandalas, crystals, and the natural world. At its core, it's the belief that certain geometric patterns carry divine meaning, energetic frequency, and spiritual power. Whether you're new to the concept or deepening your practice, understanding these symbols can transform the way you see the world around you. What is sacred geometry? Sacred geometry refers to geometric shapes and proportions that appear throughout nature, architecture, and spiritual traditions across cultures and centuries. From the spiral of the nautilus shell to the hexagonal structure of a snowflake, these patterns reveal an underlying mathematical order to the universe. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, Celts, Hindus, and indigenous peoples all recognize these forms as expressions of the divine. In metaphysical practice, sacred geometry is used as a tool for meditation, energy work, healing, and spiritual alignment. Each shape carries its own vibrational signature and symbolic meaning. Key sacred geometry symbols and their meanings. The flower of life. Perhaps the most recognized sacred geometry symbol, the flower of life, consists of 19 overlapping circles, arranged in a perfect hexagonal pattern. It is considered the blueprint of all creation, containing within it every other sacred geometric form, found carved into ancient Egyptian temples and referenced in Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks. It represents the interconnectedness of all life. What it helps with: unity consciousness, spiritual awakening, understanding the web of life, and accessing higher wisdom. Metatron's cube. Derived from the fruit of life, 13 circles within the flower of life, Metatron's cube contains all 5 platonic solids, the building blocks of the physical universe, named after the archangel Metatron, who is said to oversee the flow of energy in creation. This symbol is a powerful protective and transformational tool. What it helps with: protection, clearing, negative energy, spiritual transformation, and connecting with angelic realms. The Fibonacci spiral, or golden ratio. The Fibonacci sequence generates a spiral found in galaxies, hurricanes, sunflowers, and seashells. The golden ratio, derived from it, is considered the mathematical fingerprint of beauty and divine proportion. It appears in the human body, in art, and in the growth patterns of plants. What it helps with: aligning with natural flow, abundance, creative expression, and recognizing divine order in everyday life. The Merkaba is a 3-dimensional Star of David, 2 interlocking tetrahedra, one pointing up and one pointing down. In Hebrew, Merkabah means light spirit body. It represents the energy field surrounding the human body and is used as a vehicle for spiritual ascension and interdimensional travel in many traditions. What it helps with: activating your light body, spiritual protection, ascension work, and balancing masculine and feminine energies. The Vesica Pisces. Formed by two overlapping circles of equal size, the Vesica Pisces is one of the most ancient symbols in sacred geometry. The almond-shaped center, mandala, has been used in Christian iconography, Pythagorean mathematics, and goddess traditions. It represents the union of opposites, heaven and earth, masculine and feminine, spirit and matter. What it helps with: balance, duality, integration, divine feminine energy, and creative birth. The Sri Yantra. Originating in Hindu and Tantric traditions, the Sri Yantra is composed of 9 interlocking triangles, 4 pointing upward for Shiva, the masculine, and 5 pointing downward for Shakti, the feminine, creating 43 smaller triangles. It is considered the most powerful of all yantras and a visual representation of the cosmos and the divine feminine. What it helps with: manifestation, abundance, spiritual liberation, and harmonizing all aspects of life. The Platonic solids. The 5 Platonic solids, tetrahedron, cube, hexahedron, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron, are the only perfectly symmetrical 3-dimensional forms. Plato associated each with one of the classical elements: fire, earth, air, ether, spirit, and water, respectively. They are considered the fundamental building blocks of the matter. What they help with: elemental balance, grounding, energetic structure, and understanding the architecture of reality. How sacred geometry connects to spirituality. Sacred geometry bridges the visible and invisible worlds. When you work with these symbols, whether through meditation, crystal grids, altar design, or simply wearing them, you're tuning into frequencies that have been recognized as sacred for thousands of years. In crystal work, sacred geometry is especially powerful. Crystals themselves grow in geometric lattice structures, making them natural allies for this practice. Placing crystals in geometric grid formations amplifies their energy and creates a unified field of intention. A flower of life grid with clear quartz points, for example, can be used to radiate healing energy throughout a space. Many practitioners use sacred geometry in meditation, gazing at or visualizing these forms to enter deeper states of consciousness. Crystal grids, arranging stones and geometric patterns to amplify intention. Altar design, incorporating symbols to create energetically coherent sacred spaces. Jewelry and talismans, wearing these forms as energetic anchors throughout the day. Sound and frequency. Cymatics show that sound creates geometric patterns in matter, linking geometry to vibration. Working with sacred geometry in your practice. You don't need to be a mathematician or an expert to begin working with sacred geometry. Start simply. Choose a symbol that resonates with you intuitively. Meditate with it. Place an image on your altar or hold a crystal carved in that form. Research its history and meaning across traditions. Notice where you see it appearing in nature and your daily life. Use it as a focal point for setting intentions or building a crystal grid. Sacred geometry reminds us that the universe is not random. It is patterned, purposeful, and deeply intelligent. When we align ourselves with these patterns, we align with the very fabric of creation. Explore our collection of sacred geometry talismans, crystal grid cloths, and ritual tools to bring these ancient symbols into your practice. Thank you so much for being here. This is Sabrina with the Three Sisters Rising podcast. Let's rise together.